99% of older adults lose balance because of these 5 mistakes you can avoid. Have you ever felt like your balance isn't as steady as it used to be? Maybe you found yourself gripping the walls as you walk, taking smaller, more cautious steps when walking on uneven ground, or hesitating before stepping off a curb. These moments may seem small, but over time, they add up, turning what was once a quiet unease into a loud, all-consuming fear of falling. It might not start with a dramatic fall, but the fear lingers, affecting the way you move and the way you live your life. This gradual loss of balance often goes unnoticed until it becomes hard to ignore. You might find yourself avoiding certain activities you once enjoyed, a simple walk in the park, reaching for something on a high shelf, or even dancing with your loved ones. The feeling of being unable to trust your own body can be overwhelming, and yet it doesn't have to be this way. The truth is, balance doesn't disappear overnight. It slips away slowly, often because of 5 common mistakes that, thankfully, can be avoided or corrected. And here's the best part. Once you know what these mistakes are, you can take steps to stop the decline and even regain the stability that you may have thought was lost forever. In this video, we'll take a closer look at these 5 mistakes, but more importantly, we'll share simple, actionable solutions. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, the steps we'll cover could be the difference between moving with hesitation or walking through life with confidence and strength once again. So if you've ever felt like your balance is slipping away, know that you are not alone. Together, we will find a way to turn things around, so you can walk with your head held high, with the assurance that every step you take is strong, steady, and fearless. Let's dive in. And remember, this is your journey, one step at a time. Mistake 1. Neglecting ankle and foot strength. As we age, we often focus on things like maintaining a healthy diet or keeping our minds sharp, but we tend to overlook one of the most vital parts of our body, our feet and ankles. These small but incredibly important structures are the foundation of our balance, yet they often get forgotten. And it's not just the ankles. Our feet, with all their muscles, tendons, and ligaments, silently support us every single day. But as the years pass, we may not realize that we've stopped challenging them, and in doing so, we start to lose the very thing that keeps us standing steady. Think about it. Every time we take a step, our feet and ankles are there to adjust, absorb the shock, and send vital signals to our brain to help us stay upright. If you've ever tripped or caught yourself from a misstep, you've felt the magic of your feet and ankles working in harmony. But over time, if we stop moving them the way we should, if we wear thick-soled shoes that cushion every step, or avoid walking barefoot on natural surfaces, these muscles become weak and unresponsive. The strength and flexibility we once had slowly slip away, and with it, our ability to regain balance when things go wrong. It's not because it's inevitable or out of our control. It's because we've unintentionally neglected this crucial part of our body. Take a moment and think back. When was the last time you really focused on your feet? When did you last walk barefoot on grass, sand, or a textured mat to wake up the muscles and ligaments that help hold you steady? Maybe you've spent years walking on flat surfaces, or worse, avoided the very exercises that keep your ankles strong. The result can be stiff, unresponsive ankles that can no longer adjust to the tiny shifts in your posture, making you more vulnerable to falls. I want you to picture someone like George, a 76-year-old man I worked with, who found himself stumbling more often despite not having any major injuries. He had always been sharp-minded. His vision was perfect, but his feet, well, they had been neglected for far too long. He explained, "It's like my feet don't react fast enough anymore." After just a few weeks of doing simple exercises, like foot circles and calf raises, George felt a noticeable difference. His feet came alive again, and with them, his confidence returned. Your feet and ankles are the unsung heroes of your balance, but they can only perform their job if we give them the attention they deserve. The good news is strengthening them doesn't require fancy equipment or intense routines. It starts with small steps, taking the time to walk barefoot, stretching your calves, or rolling a tennis ball under your feet to ease tension. When you start to challenge your feet again, you'll notice changes that extend far beyond just better balance. Your posture will improve, your movements will feel smoother and more controlled, and you'll recover faster from those minor slips. And the best part? You'll feel more confident in your everyday movements. Walking, turning, stepping sideways. Simple tasks that once felt uncertain can become second nature again. It may seem like a small thing, but neglecting the strength of your feet and ankles is one of the first steps in a gradual decline that can lead to falls. So, take this moment to give your feet the care they've been waiting for. When you strengthen them, you're strengthening your entire foundation. Your body's ability to move, your confidence to walk without hesitation, and most importantly, your freedom to live fearlessly. Start small, but start now. Reconnect with your feet, and you'll see that even the most subtle changes can lead to a world of difference in how you feel and move. Your stability is in your hands, and it begins with your feet. Mistake 2. Avoiding balance training. Entirely as we grow older, we often become more cautious with our movements. We may slow down, walk carefully, or even avoid certain activities because we fear stumbling or falling. While this caution can feel like a protective measure, it can actually set us up for a more dangerous and gradual loss of stability. The more we avoid challenging our balance, the weaker it becomes. It's like any other skill in life. If you don't practice it, you lose it. And balance, one of the most fundamental abilities we have, is no exception. For many older adults, balance might seem like something automatic, something that just happens naturally. You don't think about it when you're walking, turning, or reaching for something on a shelf. But balance isn't just a passive process. It's an active one that requires constant practice. When we don't actively train it, we risk losing it. It's easy to believe that as we age, our balance is simply a casualty of time. We may think, I've reached a certain age. This is just how things are now. But the reality is, balance doesn't have to decline with age. In fact, we can improve it no matter how old we are. Just like any muscle in our body, the more we challenge our balance, the stronger it becomes. Think of it like this. Have you ever stopped and realized how much we rely on our muscles and nervous system to work together in perfect harmony when we move? Balance is the result of this incredible coordination. Your muscles, joints, inner ear, and even your eyes all send signals to your brain to keep you stable and upright. And when one part of this system is neglected, it's like a link in a chain breaking. The whole system weakens. Over time, if we stop giving our body the challenges it needs, our ability to stay steady and confident diminishes. But here's the good news. Balance is something that can always be improved with consistent practice. Small daily efforts are the key to rebuilding the connection between your body and your brain, and in turn, regaining that sense of confidence in your movements. Linda, a 73-year-old woman I worked with, perfectly captured this when she said, "I just try not to move too fast anymore." Her fear of falling led her to avoid certain movements altogether. But when we tested her balance with simple exercises, like standing with her feet close together, walking heel to toe in a straight line, she was shocked at how unsteady she felt. "I thought I was being careful," she admitted, "but I was making myself weaker." The truth is, by avoiding balance training, we're not protecting ourselves. We're allowing our muscles, joints, and brain to forget how to respond swiftly and effectively. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. The less we challenge our balance, the weaker it becomes, and the more fearful we become of movement. So what's the solution? The answer isn't to take up extreme balance exercises or try dangerous stunts. It's about starting small and gradually building up the strength and coordination your body needs. Simple, controlled exercises can make a world of difference. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth. Walk heel to toe along a straight line. Practice Tai Chi or other slow, deliberate movements that promote fluidity and control. Even closing your eyes for a few seconds while standing still can challenge your body's balance and improve its awareness. These subtle exercises aren't just about strengthening your muscles, they're about reprogramming your brain. They teach your body how to adjust, recover, and stabilize, all while improving your coordination and reaction speed. Over time, these small exercises will rebuild your confidence, and you'll feel the difference in your everyday movements. The beauty of balance training is that you don't need a gym or special equipment to get started. You can begin with simple, at-home exercises that fit into your daily routine. The more you practice, the more confident and fearless you will feel in your movements. You'll start to notice that you can walk through crowded spaces without hesitation, step off curbs without thinking twice, and confidently reach for objects without fear of losing your balance. By embracing small challenges every day, you're giving yourself the opportunity to move freely, confidently, and independently. Your balance is a vital skill, one that doesn't just keep you upright, but gives you the freedom to live life without limitations. Don't wait until it's too late to reclaim it. Take the first step today and let your balance become a source of strength and confidence once again. Mistake 3. Using improper or unstable footwear at home. We often think of proper footwear as something necessary only when we're going outside or walking long distances. But the truth is, what you wear around your home is just as important. The floors of our homes, whether they're tile, hardwood, or even carpet, can present hidden dangers. Walking around in socks, slippers with worn-out soles, or shoes that don't provide enough support can make you more vulnerable to slips and falls. These accidents can lead to serious injuries, loss of independence, and a diminished quality of life. When we wear improper footwear indoors, we unknowingly compromise our balance. Our feet need proper support and stability to function at their best. Without it, they can't perform their natural role as stabilizers, and we lose the ability to react quickly to minor shifts in our balance. For instance, shoes with no grip or slippers that are too loose can easily slide off, causing us to stumble. Walking barefoot on slippery floors, especially when getting up in the middle of the night, increases the risk of falls even more. Think about how you feel when you wear shoes with insufficient support. They might be comfortable for a while, but after walking in them for a few hours, your feet start to ache, and your movements feel less stable. Now imagine the effect this has when you're walking around at home, where you're often distracted or not as mindful of potential hazards like a loose rug, an uneven floorboard, or a sudden change in elevation. It's easy to underestimate these small risks, but they add up over time. Take the example of Jack, a 79-year-old retiree who never gave much thought to what he wore indoors. For years, he simply wore socks around the house, even when getting up in the middle of the night. One evening, he slipped on a small rug and almost lost his balance entirely. Fortunately, he caught himself just in time, but that moment left him shaken. "I never realized how dangerous it was until that slip," Jack admitted. "My socks gave me no traction, and I hadn't thought twice about how risky it was to walk around without proper footwear." The solution is simple, yet incredibly effective. Choose shoes or slippers with secure, non-slip soles. When you're indoors, opt for footwear that offers firm arch support, a flat yet flexible sole, and a secure fit. Special indoor shoes with good grip can prevent slipping and keep you steady on your feet. Whether you're walking to the kitchen, moving between rooms, or getting out of bed. Even at night, consider wearing well-fitted slippers or shoes with non-slip treads to reduce the risk of slipping, especially on smooth floors. Remember, your feet are your foundation. If they're not properly supported, your entire body suffers. Choosing the right footwear doesn't just protect your feet, it protects your entire body. When you wear shoes that support your natural balance, you give yourself the confidence to move more freely and safely. Taking care of your feet and choosing the right footwear is one of the easiest, most impactful changes you can make today to prevent falls and stay independent. Start by assessing the shoes and slippers you wear at home. Are they giving your feet the support they need? If not, it may be time for an upgrade. By making this simple adjustment, you can regain stability and confidence in every step you take, at home and everywhere else. Mistake 4. Over-reliance on furniture or walls for support. As we age, many of us begin to rely more heavily on external supports, furniture, walls, countertops, or even canes, as a way to stay steady while moving around the house. It might seem harmless at first, even comforting. After all, these supports can provide an immediate sense of security when we're walking, standing, or turning. But what begins as a helpful aid can turn into a dangerous dependency that quietly erodes our balance over time. The problem with relying on external supports is that it sends a subtle but powerful message to your body. I don't trust myself to stay steady. When we lean on furniture or use the walls for balance, we stop engaging the muscles that are crucial for maintaining our natural stability. Our ankles, legs, and core muscles, those powerful stabilizers, begin to weaken from lack of use. This not only affects our strength, but also makes us more hesitant and less confident in our own movement. The more we rely on these crutches, the more we unintentionally deprive our bodies of the practice they need to stay strong and responsive. Take Sarah, a 75-year-old grandmother, for example. After a minor fall a few years ago, she started using a cane for even the shortest walks around the house. Initially, it felt like a precaution, something to help her feel secure. But over time, she realized that the cane became a permanent crutch. "I couldn't walk from the living room to the kitchen without it," she admitted. What began as something temporary had turned into a constant companion. As Sarah's reliance on external supports grew, her balance naturally began to deteriorate, and she became more fearful of moving around. The truth is, each time we reach for a piece of furniture for support or lean against a wall, we are weakening our body's ability to maintain balance on its own. Our muscles, which should be working automatically to keep us upright, become lazy and less responsive. Similarly, our nervous system, which coordinates balance through signals from our muscles, joints, and inner ear, starts to slow down from lack of practice. This decline in balance becomes a vicious cycle. The more we rely on furniture or walls, the more we need them. But here's the empowering part. You can break this cycle. Rebuilding your confidence and strength is entirely possible, and it starts by gradually reducing your reliance on external supports. This doesn't mean you have to throw away your cane or walker if they're necessary for certain situations. It's about challenging your body to regain control and move independently when you can. Begin by practicing simple balance exercises at home. Start with small, intentional steps. Try standing unassisted for a few seconds, then a minute, and gradually work your way up. When you feel ready, walk across a room without leaning on the furniture. Pay attention to how you feel. Are you confident or do you feel anxious? It's completely normal to feel nervous at first, but with time, your confidence will grow. If you find yourself reaching for the walls or furniture, take a moment to pause and reassess. Ask yourself if you can take just a few steps without support. If not, practice standing tall, keeping your posture aligned, and gradually try moving forward again. Every time you do this, you're teaching your body to trust its natural stability once more. This process may feel slow, but each step you take without relying on external supports will make a big difference in how steady and confident you feel. The key is patience and consistency. As you strengthen the muscles that support your balance, you'll notice an increase in your ability to move confidently, without hesitation or fear. By reintroducing small balance challenges into your daily routine, you'll be able to rebuild the strength in your legs, ankles, and core, and most importantly, regain your independence. Remember, your body is capable of far more than you may realize. Don't let the fear of falling keep you from moving forward. With practice, you can regain your confidence, and soon, the furniture and walls won't be needed for support anymore. You'll stand tall, steady, and proud once again. Mistake 5. Ignoring vision and inner ear health. As we age, we tend to focus on the more obvious aspects of our health, our muscles, joints, and heart, but often overlook two critical components of balance, our vision and our inner ear. These two senses play a profound role in maintaining our stability, yet many older adults neglect them, unaware that issues with vision and the inner ear can have a significant impact on their ability to stay steady on their feet. Vision and the inner ear work together to help us stay balanced. When we walk or move, our eyes are constantly gathering information about our surroundings. What's on the ground, how far away objects are, and whether there are any obstacles in our path. Meanwhile, the vestibular system in our inner ear detects head movements and helps us maintain our orientation relative to gravity. Both of these systems send crucial information to our brain, which then coordinates the necessary adjustments to keep us upright. When one or both of these systems start to decline with age, it becomes much harder for our bodies to make those adjustments quickly and effectively. Changes in vision are a natural part of aging, but they can have a dramatic impact on balance. As we get older, our eyes may struggle to adjust to different lighting conditions, and our ability to see in low light may decrease. Depth perception can become impaired, making it harder to judge the height of steps or the distance between objects. Similarly, the lens in our eye can become less flexible, and the retina's light-sensitive cells can degrade, making it harder to detect visual cues that are essential for maintaining balance. Equally important, the inner ear, which is responsible for detecting motion and balance, also undergoes changes as we age. The fluid-filled canals in the vestibular system can lose their sensitivity, and the hair cells that help detect head movement can deteriorate. This can lead to dizziness, vertigo, or a general feeling of unsteadiness. Many older adults also experience benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, BPPV, a common disorder in which tiny crystals in the inner ear become dislodged, leading to brief episodes of intense dizziness. These issues can make it difficult to walk or move confidently, especially when navigating unfamiliar environments or making sudden head movements. The case of Tom, an 80-year-old former tennis player, perfectly illustrates the connection between vision, inner ear health, and balance. Despite being active throughout his life, Tom began experiencing unexplained stumbles, particularly in unfamiliar environments or low-light conditions. "I just assumed it was normal aging," he said, "but I was misjudging steps and stumbling on sidewalks." After a thorough evaluation, Tom discovered that his vision prescription was outdated. He had developed cataracts, and his hearing loss was also affecting his vestibular function. Once he updated his glasses, received hearing aids, and completed vestibular rehabilitation therapy, Tom felt a remarkable improvement. "It was like someone turned the lights back on," he marveled. What Tom's experience shows is that many of the vision and inner ear problems that affect balance are treatable. Unfortunately, many people dismiss the signs of vision and vestibular issues as simply a part of aging, failing to realize that these issues can be corrected with the right treatment. Regular eye exams, hearing tests, and vestibular evaluations can identify problems before they become a bigger hindrance to your balance. Simple solutions like updated eyeglass prescriptions, cataract surgery, and vestibular rehabilitation therapy can make a world of difference in your stability. If you've noticed changes in your vision, difficulty seeing at night, trouble judging distances, or frequent tripping, it's important to seek professional evaluation. Similarly, if you experience dizziness, vertigo, or a sensation of floating when you move, don't ignore it. These symptoms might be signs of treatable conditions that are affecting your balance. By addressing vision and inner ear health, you're not just improving your sight or hearing, you're giving your brain the accurate information it needs to maintain balance. Better vision means better depth perception and awareness of your surroundings, while a healthier vestibular system means faster, more reliable adjustments when you move. With these systems working at their best, your balance will improve, and you'll be able to navigate your world with greater confidence and ease. Don't let treatable conditions undermine your stability. Take the time to care for your vision and inner ear health, and you'll find that the world around you feels steadier, and your confidence and movement will return. The key is to recognize that balance is a holistic process, one that involves not just muscles and joints, but also the senses that help you stay connected to your environment. By maintaining these vital systems, you can continue to move freely and confidently well into your later years. The journey to maintaining and regaining balance as we age isn't about avoiding challenges or slowing down. It's about taking small, intentional steps to support our bodies, stay active, and face each day with confidence. It's easy to assume that balance issues are a natural part of aging, something we must simply accept. But the truth is, many of the mistakes that contribute to balance loss are preventable and reversible. By understanding the key factors, strengthening our feet and ankles, practicing balance regularly, wearing proper footwear, reducing reliance on external supports, and addressing vision and inner ear health, we can dramatically improve our stability and regain the confidence to move freely. Every step you take towards strengthening your body, both physically and mentally, brings you closer to a future where you move without fear, where every action, whether it's a simple walk to the kitchen, dancing with loved ones, or stepping out into the world, feels steady and safe. You have the power to take control of your balance, one small choice at a time. It's never too late to start. Each effort you make, whether it's doing simple balance exercises, wearing supportive shoes, or getting your vision checked, adds up to a life that's more vibrant and independent. You don't have to live in the shadow of fear or hesitation. With the right knowledge and the right actions, you can live fearlessly with confidence in every step. So take a moment to reflect on the steps you'll begin taking today. Whether it's starting a daily balance exercise, investing in supportive footwear, or scheduling a vision checkup, the power to make a positive change is in your hands. Remember, small steps today lead to steadier strides tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time to watch and learn. I hope you found these tips useful and inspiring. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos that will help you continue living confidently and independently. Stay steady, stay strong, and keep moving forward, one step at a time.